All right. Oh no, I think I'm losing my voice. Okay, yeah, something's going around, but okay, so I might switch over to a voiceover, but today we'll be doing my very last video of the year. It's going to be a Christmas video, and I'm going to be dedicated to one of my favorite comics, the Crossed comics. Okay, this is quite controversial. I don't see anyone else talking about this except like nerds online, but I'm a big old nerd, so here you have a Crossed Christmas by Wonder Snatch, and I'm doing a collaboration with my friend Midas as well, who's been helping me make up with all my quabres for like the last 2 or 3 years, and he's really good makeup artist, and he's really been moving into prosthetics lately. So we're going to try to do this really gory Christmas dinner kind of look. All right, I might switch over to voiceover because my voice is really going. Okay, but yep, so don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, I'm back. My bass is gone. Okay, my voice is really gone. And good thing this happens after my Christmas show. Okay, and this hair is getting a bit red too, which might help today's look. Okay, so I need to do a cross rash on the face. Okay, the crossed zombies have these rash on the face in the shape of a cross. And initially, I thought I was going to do my makeup first and then draw on the cross later. But Midas insists that we should do the scar first and then do the rest of my makeup over that. Okay, so I'm just going to map that out now. Okay, so according to the pictures of how the cross looks, the shape of the cross is very thin in the middle and it spreads out over the side. So it looks a lot like the kind of cross you get during the Crusades. In fact, the crossed zombies are actually called Crusaders in some of the comics, okay, because there is this religious kind of an undertone to the commentary that this is doing. Kind of funnels this way. So if you just Google crossed comic covers, you see how messed up this comic actually is. Okay, it's created by Garth Ennis, who basically created The Boys as well. Okay, so you can tell how messed up this can get. Okay, so The Boys has very cartoonish violence to depict how ultimate power and superpowers can actually make people do really horrible things, okay, and lose a sense of self and lose a sense of empathy. I think Cross is also trying to get to a similar place. You can dismiss all these comics as really being quite gratuitous and violent and everything, but I think there's really some sort of societal message in there. Okay, that's justifying myself liking it. Okay, I'm so obsessed with it. Zombies, after a while, if you show there's mindless hordes eating, you just have to find ways to tell the story differently and make it a little bit more relevant to today's society. Okay, so the rash will be in this pattern. Okay, blended out into the sides, into the hair. The people afflicted with the cross, okay, some sort of virus that makes you really give in to your most debased and most disgusting and horrible instincts. Not even instincts, like fantasies and everything. So instead of just eating people, they will eat people, they will rape people, they'll rape children, they'll tear people apart, they will torture and everything, okay? And it's very highly contagious. And they're not really undead, okay? They're basically living people who are just gone nuts, okay? And really doing the worst things possible that humanity is capable of. So and unlike zombies who are quite mindless, the cross can actually plan. They have dexterity, so they can actually use weapons. They can organize and stuff like that. So it's a bit more scary. I'm going to do a test patch with some liquid latex. So I've got some liquid latex here, and we use this for our Final Destination shoot. And Midas borrowed a bunch of this for his Halloween look as well. We'll talk a bit more about that later. And I've got some cotton wool here, which I'm going to try to give it the texture. That's quite clean skin. Stipple some liquid latex here. I'm just going to put some cotton wool right over that. Actually, looks pretty good. That looks like a really nasty, kind of a burnt, scarred rash. Look. That actually has this little crevices in it, which makes it look pretty real. Pull apart some of these, cotton wool, mix it in with the latex, and apply it directly on my face. Just put down a layer of latex here. Try not to add too much so it doesn't become too bulky. And it looks pretty good. So I think, like, for crossed, zombies, how zombies are usually quite mindless and they just are driven by hunger. Cross, as I mentioned, are driven by human impulses, the worst of human impulses. So it makes it a lot scarier. And I have a feeling it's quite apt to think about it pre-internet and post-internet. Okay, pre-internet age in the 80s and 70s when all the zombies were really scary. It was like mindless hordes that seem to be against you, that you're fighting every day. But now with the internet, you get individual people coming at you with their most horrible, horrible thoughts, okay, filtered through the anonymity of the internet. And I think that's basically what Crossed is, okay, that how people can just become so heinous, okay, when given the slight permission, they become the most heinous and most debased versions of themselves. So a very, very thin layer of cotton wool. And then using my finger with some latex, I'm just going to tap over that. And that gives that the texture. So notice I don't want it to go too thick. Okay, so I'm just stippling a little bit of cotton wool fluff there, just to give it that slight bit of texture, which we'll paint over later. So actually, I think they're actually going to be making a movie about the Crossed. Movie or TV series. I think it'd be better as a TV series. But in 2021, there was this movie in Taiwan called The Sadness, which was basically based on the Crossed. So it was really, really quite gross. Okay, I think a lot of people couldn't sit through it, but it's basically the same idea. The director of that movie is apparently on board to do the Crossed movie. So that should be quite exciting. I mean, after the success of things like The Boys, Terrifier, okay, I think people are starting to realize that, they can get away quite a lot in the movies. I mean, this kind of show could not have been made, like, 10 years ago. But now, free for all. Good or bad, I don't know. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that texture there. I'm just going to put a bit more liquid latex over this. So just stippling the liquid latex also gives you this extra bit of texture, which I think looks just like the kind of rash I'm going for. It's so easy to clean. It just peels right off. So the cross, it's thin in the middle and thick on the outside. So it looks a bit like the crosses you see on the Crusaders. Hello? Are you downstairs? Oh, okay. You're outside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you call up? Call up.
You want to try your skull wax?
Actually, it's pretty much done already. The texture is like, what do you think?
No texture.
So, okay. So now the latex is dry. So I have to set with powder, is it?
Yes. What's the Jisoo fan you used?
Huh?
What's the fan you used?
Jisoo Life.
Jisoo.
Okay, this is Midas. So Midas is our resident, our local prosthetics expert, right? We're a prosthetics expert now.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, there. Is there a rule about what kind of foundation you use over latex, or anything can use?
Yes, some formulations cannot stick to the latex or powder itself. So you have to experiment, but most can.
But Kryolan should be okay, right?
Should be lah, because I think it's like stage makeup.
I have to paint on an evil look today also.
People think, wow, behind you looks so nice, but wow, imagine the scene
Behind looks nice, it's so messy.
and it's blurred some more.
Huh?
It's blurred. I think it's okay lah. It's like in shelves. If they see this.
You can open the shelf and see how messy everything is. Why?
My glue. My glue isn't going down.
Do you manage to read any of the cross comics online? You go and see.
No. That time Oprah sat here also.
Opera.
Yeah.
For which video? Opera. The two collabs I did. One was on Zoom. One was on one was the dragon one.
Mm.
Yeah, she sent here. Okay. It looks pretty good. The texture of the rash. I think. I'm gonna start a bit lower here.
I look like some superhero.
Huh?
I look like some superhero like
You?
Mega Mind.
like you gotta show them. Scarlet Witch. Actually Scarlet Witch.
Oh, you use foundation for your eyebrows.
Yeah, I always do this. I use it in a matte first and then I clean it up with foundation before I set it, then I just fill it in later with eyeshadow. Okay, so I've set everything powdered. My voice is really going. I'm gonna use my new Katia palette. Okay, really dark, gothic reds and browns to do my eye makeup. And see the brows today, I make it a bit more evil looking. Okay, I'm gonna use Late Night Guest, which is this dark maroon. Okay, and using a smaller brush, I'm just going to deepen up the crease a little bit here. So switching over to vlogging, this is the amazing torso that Midas sculpted. I used some alcohol paints and painted to make it look like it's a roasted human torso. Some fake food we're gonna use to decorate our set. And here's Midas. What's going on here, Midas? What are you doing?
Making myself smarter
You're
by
exposing.
making a brain. Because I know brain.
Okay, makeup check. So the standard pretty face is on. This SPF. And this one, I think you're going for like Klingon already. You know what Klingon is?
Cling wrap?
Klingon.
Isn't that the Game of Thrones?
No,
Kingdom?
Klingon is Star Trek. The people with the very ridgy brow. Ridgy forehead.
Oh. I never watched Star Trek, but I think I know.
Now I'm just painting over the prosthetics, the latex, with some red paint. It's really got that nice texture. Okay, so that's a cross. Then I'm gonna just deepen up with some shadows here and there to give it some dimension, and then the black dots here and there, right? Okay, now we're trying to sculpt the brain with scar wax. How's it going?
Great.
How long is it going to take?
I think 10 minutes. Okay.
We are setting up in Pivotal Studios. There is my Nurse Ratchet kind of a wig. Midas made some eyeballs too. And this is our table. We're going to cut a hole there so Midas can stick his head through. And how's Midas doing? How's your brain looking, Midas?
I cannot think.
Huh?
I cannot think now. Wee! Oh, yeah.
Cool. Oh no, what's that? This is like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom eating the monkey brain. Okay,
Never
perfect.
watched that.
I think it's perfect. Okay. Half dressed and I'm decorating our dinner. Midas is going to be deliciously served to everyone. Have you ever seen this comment before?
Comment?
Called crossed.
No, I don't think I did.
See, I make intestines. Okay, so it's a torso that sculpted by Midas. That's fantastic.
The needle is still here.
Yeah, I know. Just hide it somewhere.
Oh, it's gonna like soak in the. There's only 5.
You You put all 6. I think this thing will make it look messy. These very demented looking hands.
It's sticking. Wait, I'm folding my legs.
You need to come out a bit.
I come out a bit so you
Okay.
have to take the hand.
It's all in my face.
How's this?
But
Huh?
lips.
Go back. Okay. It's not straight. The front of the table needs to be flush.
How's it straight?
Are you comfortable
What's the more
floating?
comfortable?
Straight.
Straight, but this, the front of the table must look like that. And your face. Okay?
Yeah. How's the hairline? The sides.
The other side can see your.
Cannot see. Looking good. A nice cozy Christmas dinner. Thanks for being Midas. Sing a song, sing a song.
Last Christmas, I gave you my
Your hands
heart,
over there.
and the very next day, you gave it away. This year.
my brain.
How do you feel? How do you feel, Midas?
Hungry.
Hungry? You had some eyeballs?
Those are styrofoam. Should put something in the mouth again.
No, I think it's better without. Yeah, tongue stick out.
You stick your head up.
And yeah, tongue doesn't
Does this look natural?
No, the tongue will be like flopping on the side. No.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, this is so well done, so delicious. Midas, Midas, roasted Midas. Ah! Oh, I can't wait to have my family over for dinner. Tonight's dinner is going to be Midas, roasted Midas, Midas's torso. Oh, look, she looks so delicious. Not an ounce of fat. So lean. And the heart is so big and generous. Delicious. And how many eyeballs does she have? It's still 2 in the head.
You put something in my mouth, then I start to chew. No, like something like oh, like the green peas.
The green peas. You want
2, go.
having Midas over for dinner. The best idea I've had in ages. Too bad you're not having any more ideas in the future with that smooth brain of yours.
Excuse me?
Oh! Stop.
Ah.
Oh, yay! Sorry.
Take out the plastic.
You can take out this. You can take out this.
Just say bye-bye. Say bye.
Okay, wait. Bye.
Then come back up. Then hi.
Bye.